Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we are returning to the TRAPPIST-1 system after quite a while. We haven't done anything with TRAPPIST-1 for a long time now, but one thing I noticed, and some people were suggesting this, is colonize the TRAPPIST-1 system, as for some reason I never did it. I look back in my of all the TRAPPIST-1 videos I've done, I've never ever done it, so it's been a long time overdue. But here we are. We're going to be trying to colonise the TRAPPIST-1 system today. So without further ado, everybody, we're going to hop straight into this and head straight to TRAPPIST-1b to begin with. And here it is. Right, so currently it's too hot at the moment. 127 degrees here, so we need to do something about that. So, this is the first time I've actually visited the TRAPPIST-1 system in the update that brought us all of the extra elements as well. So we've got a real mix of different things in here. So let's have a peek. So it's got oxygen. It's already contained a bit of oxygen, water, nitrogen. So there's a few little good things there. But right now it's got a very thick atmosphere. We need to get a little bit of that temperature down. So the first, I think the best bet. So I believe out of this system in general, I think the best planets were D, E, and F. I want to say maybe the more the ones that were better for the life conditions. Anyway, let's have a look at the current stats of this guy. So right now, that atmosphere, I think I just saw, and it looked very big. It's got a decent, it's really got decent building blocks, as we can see here, 71 and 1. So it's already got a life likelihood stat. Currently, it's got no albedo. Well, yeah, we're going to do something about that. I'm going to immediately just put that to 50%. Its atmosphere pressure is insanely high as well. We're going to lower that down. I mean, I'm going to just slot that straight to 1. There you go. So you can see immediately that it didn't like that. So it's because of all the actual elements it contains in the actual composition here have regenerated that atmosphere, even with me manually interfering. So it's all of the stuff here. So let's have a look here. What exactly is... So is it nitrogen? Nitrogen there? Obviously the ammonia. What I'm going to do is I'm going to half the nitrogen and ammonia to begin with. I'm going to just give it a little knock. I want to see if I can knock that atmosphere stat down a bit. Also, the water is liquid gas, a bit of ice as well, a bit of everything. Oxygen. I'll lower it for now. I just want to get that atmosphere less thickened. So let's a little bit of simulation runtime. I want to see this guy adapt a bit. So there we go. So you can see, I think it's slowly faded that atmosphere. You can slightly see down a bit more now. Okay. I want to say that's progress. Remember, we are quite close to the star, though. Remember, it is still the star, despite being a red dwarf. It is in the red zone, so it is going to be a little harder to tame this one initially. So, again, I'm going to go with... I mean, we don't add any carbon dioxide to this, that's for sure. I'm going to immediately go to the albedo again. Just make it more reflective. Maybe this will be a more cloudy planet in general. Let's make it a little more reflective. It has got a lot of clouds and a thick atmosphere, so you'd expect it to be more reflective, kind of like Venus. Let's see how it takes that. There we go. I'm going to slowly increase the amount of water. It already has a lot of water, actually. I was about to say. Now, look, you can see there's a lot of blue in there, so it has a already substantial amount of water hidden away below that. Let's actually look at the atmosphere itself. I want to see how many layers it actually has. I'm going to lower the infrared. It's got one atmosphere layer. Okay, that's not too bad. I want to halve that atmosphere down. I don't like how that's constantly going up. That's a bit annoying. Because I don't want that much ATM. So you can see there, as I remove it, it tries to regenerate it itself, which is me extremely annoying. There we go. So I don't think this game's going to let me... If I press that button there, I think it does do... What's it called? Simulating... Okay. So you can see here, with the elements it already it came with, it makes this a little harder to get exactly where we want it immediately. So let's just get it up. Let's see how high it just maxes out at now. So... It's still sitting at the 150, so effectively we've still not really made much progress. So that means I'm going to have to be more brutal with the removal here. So I'm going to go back to the atmosphere here. I want to remove all this because it's obviously increasing that atmosphere pressure too much. So I'm going to just lower a huge amount of that down. I mean, we're going to lower the water to begin with here. I just want to give it a massive smackdown on everything it contains. And we can reapply the water later. I wasn't going to press melt there. But we can reapply it. But now, how much is this actually in ocean? Oh, yeah. Let's see, kilograms. Massive Earth. How very interesting. Okay, let's lower it down even more. All that nitrogen and ammonia. Because obviously it is just giving it too much greenhouse effect now. So we need to. So it's more in the green now. Okay, I'm hoping that will help. Okay, I'll lower this as well. I mean, the oxygen shouldn't be doing that much, but So that's now dropping a bit. Let's see how it's... Okay, so it's now making progress. 78 degrees. Okay, so we're getting there. If we can get this guy around maybe 40, even 40 is the average. I mean, that's somewhat enough. Okay, so now it's warming up again. It's been a right bit of a pest here. So what I'll do is I'm going to have a little bit of practice for this and get this guy actually properly running. Okay, everyone. So I've had a bit of a play with the composition. There's a lot of trial and error. Because we're so close to the start, it actually has made this one quite a challenge. So now looking at TRAPPIST-1b here. So this is it in its current state. So it's still on the warmer side of things, as we can see here. But I've increased the albedo a lot higher. And I'm thinking I'm going to have this as, yeah, a very reflective, thick atmosphered world once we get to the customization. But actually have it as a decent condition underneath. So kind of like effectively a Venus that isn't completely volcanic and uninhabitable underneath. It still does have a bit of water going on. But yeah, either way, this is definitely going to be more of a tropical paradise than your sort of regular place you'd want to live, because this thing's going to be quite hot no matter what. I mean, it's just so close to the star that it does actually make this one quite the challenge. I mean, I've had a real play with the elements here, and it's still not exactly where I want it, but it's... Yeah, we're getting there, you know, it's been a bit of play. If we look at the stats now, look, I've had a bit of an increase here, 80 and 41, so it has effectively got the life likelihood stat up, which is good. So, effectively from here, I can give it some customization, even though it still is really on the hot end. It's a 79 average, so it's extremely hot, but you're going to have to be in the cooler areas. So, effectively, not all of it, but a decent area of it is habitable. So, the ocean region's actually pretty warm. So, what I'm going to do, though, is... obviously, to kind of go with its very reflective nature, I'm going to give it the thick cloud look. So it really does sort of match that. So it's already matched up. Atmosphere colour, I'm going to give it more of a palish. Obviously, I do want it to actually be a thicker in general, just so it actually kind of does resemble a Venus-like. I'm going to make it quite a pale light blue, I think, as the atmosphere. Maybe almost a... to make things interesting, actually, I'm going to give it almost a greenish shade. Kind of give it a little bit more... with that sort of turquoisey cyan kind of shade, somewhere around there, because it is more of a mysterious. So if we look underneath, though, that's what it looks like. Again, I'm going to make it a little more tropical looking with the ocean colour. I'm going to plop it up to a lighter shade of blue. There we go. So let's pop it. Oh no, not that much. It's always hard to get the colour right, but I'm going to pop it maybe pale. Oh yeah, something like that. Give it some city lights. Yep, effectively these are all going to be all habitable. So there you go. Give it some lights. Give it some vegetation. I don't think the vegetation stat's going to work, I have to say, despite having the life likelihood. So we can give it a bit of a always on. I mean, I don't like using that though. I'm going to go with the actual. You get way better. You get way cooler color combos using this. So let's have a look here. Again, I'm going to make it more like a tropical savanna kind of world, because, you know, this isn't a world that's going to be completely vibrant with loads of, you know, this is going to be more of a desert archipelago, you know, savanna kind of world. So, no, it's going to have the green regions, but nearer the oceans, and then the mainland, a little more tougher conditions, you know, where there's less water. Yeah, it's going to be a little more harder to go with. So let's have a full look of it now. It's quite ocean heavy, this guy, but obviously your main area is there. There we are. Okay. So yeah, very, very interesting design. It has that Venus look of its surface as well, you know, all the kind of strucken lines across the surface. You know, it gives you that Venus vibe. There's a nice city lights to go with it as well. I think I'm going to leave it alone, really. Low elevation. I'm going to have it as the sandy yellow like I normally do. I'm going to sit with that. So slap that atmosphere back on. Clouds, atmosphere, and there you go. There's your full look at TRAPPIST-1b. So that's decent attempt. I mean... there you go. It's got the stats, but remember, it still has this warm region. You have to stay in the greener areas if you want to survive. So, as you can see, the mainland here, which is the green, that's where you're going to want to be. So, this area here, right there, underneath the clouds, this is the safer area. If we look over here, the ocean itself, that's where it goes up to the 90s. So you have to stay on the land. Don't go in the oceans. Don't go on the equator in the ocean area, because that is hot. Even the red area down here, you really need to stick to the land on this planet, because the everywhere away from the mainland is some fiercely hot temperatures. So there you go. So that is my attempt at that guy so far. Again, I can give it maybe a little tweak on it, just a little more on the albedo, just to make it a little more reflective like Venus. Put it to 0.94, see if it makes a difference. I've got the atmosphere, ATM pressure, that's all doing fairly alright. I'm going to lower the infrared a bit. So I've got that into a decent position. But yeah, we'll see how that world continues. So we'll let it run for a bit as well. And I'll also give it a nice trail colour. There you go, nice pale there. Also going to throw a save in as well, the TRAPPIST-1. TRAPPIST-1. What have I write? How do I write the word 1? That's never right. There you go. Cool. Always throw a save in. Right, TRAPPIST-1c, next up, next customer. So I'm guessing we're going to have a similar problem here. 172 on it already. Oh, right. First of all, make it more reflective. Let's have a look. So again, it has 0. No wonder. Okay, but it's a 0.8 to begin with. Right, so what exactly have we got going on here? So, okay, we've got all carbon dioxide here. Okay, we're removing that immediately. We don't want that. Don't sulfur dioxide. That's got to go. Hopefully that will help it already. Nitrogen. How much have we actually got? 2. Oh, yeah, let's lower that down. Water. That's a huge amount of water. We don't need that much water. There you go. Yeah, get it. Cool it off. Argon. Okay, fine. A lot of water though. Okay, let's see how that just runs with just a few minor modifications. Hopefully that will slow it, cool it down a bit. Yeah, it's cooling. Okay, take a couple years. I mean, this is only a few days to orbit TRAPPIST, isn't it? We'll give it some years of simulated time just to really cool it down. Oh yeah. So that's doing its thing here. So yeah, we're losing temperature. That's good. Yep, it's dropping. Perfect. You can see that the atmosphere is also not. It's getting a little less thick as well. Very nice. It's slowly coming to a more controllable level. Looking good. There you go. Yes. And it's all fading away. Brilliant. Look at that. Hey. So if we look here now, hot regions are cooling down. That's good. See how far it goes. Really, the ATM level is so the ATM is dropping. So hopefully that gets it to a more decent condition. Let's look at the stats as well while it's doing its thing. There you go. Check that out. Earth similarity stats are going up. Just with a few little changes to the composition. Looking good. Right. Oh, let's go back down to slower speed here. Okay, so this is what we have now. So, again, it looks like an archipelago kind of world as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the sea level to begin with. Let's go here. A bit more sea level. Let's get some oceans. There you go. Get a bit of land, a bit of oceans. Right, okay. So yeah, those are fine. We can change the map, I guess, if we want. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Yeah, I want to change the surface textures maybe if we want to get a little more cooler customization on it. Because maybe there's no, don't necessarily have to go with the ones it gives us. No, I'll leave that alone for this one actually. Orbital period. Oh yes, okay. What's this rotation actually? That'd be interesting. It takes 5 days. What's the first one? Maybe that will help with it. It takes 19 days. I'm gonna lower that. I'm gonna interfere. I'm gonna do a more sort of respectable rotational period for both of these. 0.6. They got a little more of an Earth rotation. They just let it spin a bit more. Get that temperature a little more, so it's not getting completely scorched on one side really quickly before it does a full rotation. I know it is around the red dwarfs. I know we are kind of changing the stats a bit, but this is what we're going for here. So, okay, there you go. So obviously you are quite close to the star, so you know that rotational period eventually would slow. You know, you'd get more chance of tidally locking around this sort of range. So that that does make sense. But yeah, we got the full power of the universe with us, so we can do what we want with it. So there you go. 45 average. Okay, that's more like it. See that's a more temperature that we can work with now. So that is perfect. Okay, base color. Let's go it down here. Get a bit more greenery in there. There we go. Now this world has more respectable temperatures, so we can give it a bit more of an interesting mix of colours. Well, I'm still going to have the desert regions though, because it's still quite a warmer. It's still a warmer kind of world, but you know we can definitely have a bit more greenery going in here. So there you go. Try and get that colour right. High elevation, low elevation. Again, you can't really see that, but I just have it as the sandy yellow. Okay, there you go. Oh, a little more deeper on the green there. Don't want it overstanding, but there you go. So that's what we got now. Okay. City lights on. Yes, please. Slot that on. Oh, it actually is Hannibal. Look, if Hannibal was on, so this even the game's recognising it as Hannibal, so that means we've done an extra good job with this one then. Good. Atmosphere. Have a nice light blue, I think. There you go. Something like that. Clouds. We'll go with wispy and turbulent, I think. There you go. It's more of a tropical world, this one, compared to its sister planet that we've just done. So a little more little more lively than the first one. Probably a little more decent place to stay as well, rather than the scorching regions. This one you can pretty much survive most regions. 54 at the very hottest, so you know the hottest temperatures are passing just around what Earth's highest recorded temperatures there. So you're not too shabby, you know, decent nick. Also, you just don't live on the equator, and you'll be in a much better region. You know, you live more in the south, north or south hemisphere. It's kind of where the city lights are. That's probably where you want to be. Equator still is pretty warm, but not impossible. So there you go. So second world coming out very nicely indeed. There you go. Get more some white lights, why not? Yeah, there you go. So TRAPPIST-1c, everybody. There it is. Looking good. So that one's come out nicely. So I'm thinking, yeah, those two are probably the tougher two to probably get done. So now we're moving to 1D here, and we may start to see it. We need to add temperature more than remove temperature on some of these. This one's sitting at 14 degrees right now. It has not got much going on, so this one we need to add a lot more to it. So first of all, give it a different texture. I'm feeling it. Where's my favourite 15? Yeah, I like 15. I'm gonna go 15. I'm just gonna get more of a created world. 15 and Mercury combined. There you go. Should be an interesting duo. There you go. See how that looks. Okay, right. So, what is actually in the composition? There's absolutely nothing here. Iron and silicate. That's all we got. So we need to add a lot more to it. It's already fairly warm, so we do not need much greenhouse. We don't need any greenhouse gases. So let's go with. I usually go with the Mars, don't I? Oxygen. We'll see, some water in there. Bit of nitrogen. Throw a bit of ammonia. Where's the argon there? Throw you know the good stuff in there. Get a bit of an atmosphere constructed. Let's see how he does. Right, there you go. So we should start to see some changes now those are added. Let's have a look at the atmosphere. So it should start to build an atmosphere on its own with those added. So there we go. Okay, so it's got a little bit of something going on there. Okay. It's currently sitting at -2, so you're not exactly where we want him just yet. So we need a little more to it still. Okay, let's do a bit more nitrogen in there. Increase the water. Back to the Mars. There you go. Double that. Why not? Let's give it a bit more. There you go. Increase those up. There you go. Right, actually what I will do as well is equalise, stabilise phases, equalise gas, settle liquid, okay. Add a bit of sea level to it so we can start to generate water on the surface. There you go, fill up those craters. Nice, okay. It's 13 degrees. Atmosphere. Where's our atmosphere? Hopefully we'll start to see that build up a bit. Because right now it's a bit low, we can increase it manually as well, give it a bit more. So it's generating itself now, that even though despite me interfering a bit. Let's put it up to maybe around 9. See where it goes from there. There you go. So now the atmosphere is generating a bit. There you go. Get a bit of life going on there. Very nice. Vegetation is saying it's hatable already. Okay. City lights on as well. Yes, please. Right. So already a nice start on here. And go with a nice vibrant blue for this guy. And go with some. Goes a good old bit of thick and stormy, really. Make it more of an Earth analogue in a way. There you go. Underneath, go straight into the customization, because it seems like this one is obviously a lot easier to do than the others. Give this one some nice, proper, heavy green regions. So let's go underneath, have a proper look at it. So there you go. Despite the craters, it's going to have a nice region of greenery. There you go, so obviously that's the low elevation, so I still have that as a sandy yellow as always. High elevation, got the nice sort of deep greens in there as well. Have a proper nice green area, so you can see some areas deeper than others. Some nice thick areas there, looking good. How's the high looking? Okay, so the high is quite okay. So deep green on the high, middle. Well, was that middle? Which one's high? Okay, right. So if I had that as. I just want to see how that looks in another colour. It's nice to have a bit of a mix of different colours in there. Okay, right, so have that as a... So have that as the green, and then have this as a deeper shade, maybe? Oh. We could have snow regions if we had that as white, and then have this as the dark green, maybe. To represent a bit of mountain regions. How does that look? No, I'm not feeling it. I'm thinking the green, the proper full-on green, I think. There you go, so the nice deep green there. There you go. Looking good. City lights are on. Very nice. Yep. So the game's saying it's edible. Very cool. Liquid colour. Yes. Maybe more of a Cersei and more of a murky. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay, I like that. That matches the colour of the surface perfectly. Actually, that's a good cooking mix. Got the blue atmosphere to go with it as well. The clouds are a bit too thick for my liking. We're going to maybe put them to storm clouds. Bit of action going on there. Tropical. There you go. Quite a nice look, I think, actually. Yeah. Let's hopefully the temperature just stays in a good... It's at 14 degrees. I mean, that should be a... What are the stats on that? I'm expecting pretty decent. Yeah. Ooh, not as much as I thought, actually. Now, why is that? Mass of the planet. That's why. Yeah, it's not got enough mass to be... So to be a true Earth flight, you need the mass and the radius as well. It's got the temperature. It's definitely got the sort of composition you'd expect. Temperature. Yes, mass and radius are the problem for this to get the real Earth similarity stats up, I think. But there you go. Either way, a very, very nice attempt. I think it looks really good, actually. What do you guys think of that? Stormy clouds, maybe I'm going to just lower them down maybe a tad so you can see more to the surface. You can see the ocean under there. There you go. I like it. That's come out really... That's my favourite so far, actually. That one's come out very nicely. Right, how quick does it rotate as well? 2 days? Yeah, we can work with that. Right, next up we've got 1F over here. So this one is now cold, so we need... It's got an atmosphere. I'm throwing carbon dioxide in immediately here because we need that greenhouse gas. So let's go ahead and add elements. Carbon dioxide, please. So we're going to go ahead and go to Mars mass, and I'm going to give it, let's go with like 5. I don't know really how much we need to add to it. Let's see how it functions with that carbon dioxide increase. Still at minus 50. What is the carbon dioxide currently sitting at? Is that it's in gas form. Okay, increase more. So we can maybe increase the sea level. Albedo's quite low. Okay, infrared, turn it up. So even then, look, you can see that it's not even in the zone yet. So this needs a lot more work put into it by the looks of it. Don't need to do anything with the layers yet. So what's this? I'm going to double that. Wait, there you go. Give it a little more of a kick. I'm guessing, yeah, we need more carbon dioxide. Got to throw it in. Right, okay. Let's increase more. Need that greenhouse gas. Stabilize phases, please. Carbon dioxide's got a bit of liquid carbon dioxide. I'm not sure that's quite right. I'm not buying it. There shouldn't be any liquid at that sort of... Well, that effectively it is cold though, isn't it? Ah. So what if I vaporize everything? Turn it all to gas form. There you go. Oh, no, so it still goes back. So the carbon dioxide hasn't really woken up yet. Okay. Right. Where's that albedo? I'm going to lower the albedo to begin with. It was already quite low, isn't it? Ooh. Okay, so this may be more of a challenge. I'm going to put it to 2 atmosphere layers. That'll give it a bit more warmth. Hopefully it'll give it the kick. Turn the infrared up. Let time pass. Hopefully you should start to see some temperature. I'm just going to immediately reset to 0 here. And that looks to have done it. Give it a bit of a kick it needs. That carbon dioxide should spiral now. Hopefully give it a nice atmosphere to keep it warm. So let's see how that does. So it's warming up. Okay, that's promising. Okay, let's keep it going. See how high it actually goes. We're traveling a few months here. So 1 degree. So it's taking its time. Whoa. Let's probably look onto the... Oh, no. Star. There you go. Right. So it's probably... So how are we? 1F, aren't we? Yeah. So it's taking its time, but it is getting... it is warming up. Okay, so that's fine. Look how stable TRAPPIST is. I mean, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Nothing is moving. Pretty much perfect there. Actually, while we're thinking about it, let's throw a save in as well while that's... There you go. It never hurts to do that. Right, so 1F. If this is 1F, then G and H could be a bit more of a tedious. So it's 5 degrees, doesn't have to be the hottest thing in the world, but okay, so we're getting there. Right, let's actually go to the planet itself now. So here it is. Whoa, let's slow it down. Okay, so it's, yeah, doing a lot better now around the TRAPPIST. But it really makes a difference how far you are from the star, doesn't it? Right, so obviously we can lower this ourselves just so we can actually see underneath. So it's on the colder side of things here, so it doesn't have to be, the pretty archipelago tropical world that the others are. This one can be a more frozen up world. We can go what we want really. So sea level, where is the sea level? How much water does this have? It's all frozen. Yeah, it's frozen. Melt. There you go. Oh, and it's freezing again. Some of it's going to... No, it shouldn't be freezing. I mean, it's not Interesting. I'm going to give it a different surface texture as well. Let's go something a little more interesting. Surface. There we go. There's so many things in the surface menu. Right. Oh, I've lost my place. Where are we? There we go. So, which one do I like? I quite like. I always like the way Pluto actually comes out. Let's go with Pluto, and let's combine Pluto with a Sedna. Here we go. That should be an interesting mix. Surface. Let's settle the water. Oi, oi. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I want my... Melt the water. There you go. Right. Close that. Close that. Carbon dioxide. Close that. Yes. Okay. Equalize gas. Settle liquid. Stabilize phases. Okay. That's better. Hopefully that'll sort it out a bit. Okay. So you've got quite an interesting mix of the Sedna and Pluto textures there. So you've got the ocean. The ocean is there. 400 ATM? You're telling me a 400 ATM atmosphere can't warm up a bit. Come on. Give it a bit more run time. There you go. Get it going. Come on. See the atmosphere's flooding up. 6 degrees on that. Oh, this one's been a right menace. It's been a bit of a pest. 300 ATM. Turn infrared up more. Where's albedo? That's already really low. It's not reflective. It's absorbing a lot of light. Sea level's already there. Oh yeah, what have I just done? I think that's said. I'm not liking the Sedna texture actually now. So, oh, what's all these areas here? Sedna. Let's go to rear. Yeah, give it more craters. There you go. I like the craters actually. Settle liquid. Right, behave yourself. Oh my. This one's been a menace. I'm not sure that's all water on that. Oh, that looks cool. What else is that? So it's not carbon dioxide. There's a bit of liquid carbon dioxide. I mean, that should all be gas form, please. Come on. Yeah. Nitrogen, water, ammonia. Liquid ammonia. Some of that's liquid ammonia. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I think we need more greenhouse in that case. Where's that carbon dioxide? Get more going. Increase. Need more. Need that greenhouse going. Let's go. There you go. That's better. 11 degrees average. Okay, it's a little more comfortable, isn't it? Still doesn't want to really melt though, does it? I think the game may just being a bit of a buggy, being a little buggy with us here. I'm not entirely sure. Just there's no liquid nitrogen. Carbon dioxide is, well, that should all be gas, shouldn't it? Melt gas. Still, some of it wants to be liquid. That is very strange. Water. Yep. Ammonia. Again, why is ammonia in the liquid form? It should all be gas. I think it'd be gas. I mean, really? I don't know the melting points and stuff off the top of my head for these. Okay, let's see. Interesting. I mean, it is sitting at the. So what was actually the stats on this? Let's have a little look. Where are we? 96. It's got really high similarity of Earth, hasn't it? It's just the life stat being a bit of a tricky. Where's that ATM there? Let's give it another kick. There we go. 3. Another little kick and shove there. Hopefully that'll give it a ball. So the average is in 30 now, so the highest is in 30, so it should in theory be having some sort of a warm up now. Okay, atmosphere's on it. There you go. It's looking, yeah, very thick atmosphere, isn't it? Give it a custom colour. Have a deep blue. Clouds on. Yes, you go. I think this one definitely needs some. Let's go with storm actually. A very stormy world. Storm and fluffy. Or turbulent, there you go. This world truly is being a menace. It really is being a pain. Average is now 12, 13. Yes, there you go. So again, underneath those cloud and atmosphere. So that is the surface. Just doesn't know what it wants to do, does it? It's all over the shop. Right. Settle liquid. Settle equal melt. Barely any surface feature. You can barely see what's going on. Is that all ocean or where are we? Let's have a look. They're truly being a menace. This is. It is all ocean. There you go. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm not sure the I want the Pluto texture to be stronger. What's going on here? Pluto, come on. I want the Pluto to show up more. There you go, that's more like I want the, yeah, the Pluto. Yeah, we need a Pluto map, just more that side, I think we need. Okay. Settle. There you go, that's better. It looks cooler that way. Melt. Ooh, there you go. Alright, let's see how that comes into play now. There you go. So that's what it looks like now. Hopefully that'll be what we need. Maybe because we did pick a weird surface section, maybe that didn't help with the Sedna one. Is a bit weird sometimes. I'm going to have it as a... This is obviously going to be a more of a snow kind of esque world, so I'm going to keep it a bit more white shades on it and see how that world sorts itself out now. It seems to be a little more... Turn that up. There you go. What's its rotational period? Lower that down. There you go. Get a bit more speed in there. Let's see how it does. It's just dropping now. Oh, this one's been a nuisance. 33 at the highest stage. No, it's got the... It's in good nick. I mean, it's... What's the stats now? 0? What? 0. We can't have 0. Oh, yeah, right nuisance. This is... Why is it 0? Why is it 0? What is going on? It's completely 0. It's got the condition. It's got the temperature. Where's my water gun? What liquid is that on the surface? Where's the water? Where'd water? You need water? Get the water back in here. There you go. Come on, oi. 1. Split to 1. But 1. There you go. Right. Not. Yeah, there you go. Go with that. Right. Well, needs water, people. What's going on here? Hey, that's better already. Already got a stat back. How strange was that? I don't remember removing water, I have to say. Let's just manually put it to 10. Still getting colder. Wow, this one is a nuisance. That is a good question. Where is our water gone? There it is there. That is truly strange. Albedo's really low. 70 ATM now. Whoa. 1.2. Yeah, that high pressure doesn't help, does it? Immediately, look, you see the difference already. That one is a mystery. That one is... Ooh, I'm not figuring this one out very easy, I have to say. But yeah, we're going to move on for now. For now, that one is in... It keeps changing with the constant changing elements on it, so I need to come back to that. TRAPPIST-1e. I'm guessing it'll be the same business with these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly put these together, and then we're going to see how it all looks out. Okay, everyone. So I've given the other planets a bit of a kick. We can see TRAPPIST-1f now is sitting at a nice 37 degrees. It is a little better. It's very ocean heavy though, so I still need to just play with the, tweak with the land a bit. So I'm just going to lower this down just to, get our surface back a bit. So there you go. That's more like it. So that's looking a lot more promising now. I'm going to also change the... Where are we? So enable the city lights. Put it as always. Base colour. I'm actually going to lower this down to a different shade. There you go. Got the deep green in there. The deep green forests. Liquid colour. I'm going to make this like almost like a swamp-like planet. So I'm going to have it as more of a green ocean colour. Quite a heavy an atmosphere. I'm also going to go with that sort of greener theme actually. Deeper green theme. Also maybe give it more of a two-tone atmosphere. Could be interesting. Give it a blue on the two-tone, but keep it as a green as a thick atmosphere. So quite a very strange, mysterious, swampy world here. That's not the coldest swampy world. It was quite a hot, tropical, swamp-like world, this one there. So it's kind of the interesting build I've gone for it now. If we look at the composition stats, we can see, it's still, this one's still a mystery of, I'm not sure why that is doing that. Why the life could... I'm not sure. It's got decent Earth stats. Temperature, it's a little higher. But, the other ones have higher than this, and they had decent Earth-like stats. I'm not sure what the cause of that is. I'm also going to increase the albedo just a bit more, just to give it a little more... Cool it down a bit. Composition. Where are we? So we'll go to the composition. It has water, so I'm not sure really what the cause of the low stat is. If anyone knows, any experts, let me know what you think the cause of that could be. It's still not that high, is it? Very, very bizarre. So that's 1F. 1G over here. So all I've done so far is basically build the atmosphere and the conditions. So you can see already, it's already better stats than the planet we were just at. And this one's had less work done to it. It's a decent size, and the temperature's good. 19 degrees. I mean, it's just a nice world. It's just come out really, really well. So again, this guy, base color, city lights on. Is that they enable themselves, which is perfect. Yes, a base color. The guy of custom. Again, a nice sort of a greenish world, really. I'm going to keep the other colours fairly straightforward, but there you go. The ocean colour underneath, if you look under it. This one is a little different. It is very land heavy. A lot of grasslands, but it has got its ocean there. So, looking good. There it is. Obviously, it's got some thick and stormy turbulent clouds on it as well. Atmosphere. Give it almost a two-tone, maybe. Get more of an orange look, maybe. Let's go with, ooh, what do we go with? So we'll go with the blue, but I'm going to give it more of a reddish two-tone look. Just a little bit. Give it a little bit of a red tint. And there you go. Interesting. There you go. So that one's come out pretty well. So there it is. And then the final planet, TRAPPIST-1h. Again, this one over here. I went with, I actually did already give this one a two-tone. I gave him more of a blue and orange kind of look to it, which looks pretty interesting. At 31 degrees, a little warmer. Let's look at this one's stats as well. How are we doing over here? So this one, again, is similar to the other one, but it's increasing higher. Because this one has had less time to run so far. So at 51 degrees, it's still quite warm, isn't it? I'm also going to... Where's the albedo stuff? I think I did lower it maybe a little too much on the sky. So where is it? There's sea level. Up, yeah, get a bit more. There you go. Right. I'm going to run this sim a bit. I want to make sure... I want to see if all these guys are all in... I want to see them all in action. So let's look onto the star. Let's run a couple years worth of time maybe. Let's just really give it a good run. And I want to see if this is all functioning. So there's our line up there. Yeah, it's looking pretty good actually. Everyone's looking nice. Hopefully the first two are still intact. So there you go. So we just doubled the simulation age. So I'm hoping, let's go over save. I'm hoping they've all sort of sorted themselves out now. So let's go all the way back to B first. How's B doing? So this one is sitting at. Still looks pretty good, doesn't it? Got some ice areas on it. Interesting. Minus 16. How's it done that? This one was scorching hot earlier. What's going on here? It looks interesting with the frozen regions, but very bizarre. Minus 112. So, it really does take time. So you really do have to run your simulations to really sort yourself out. So we can lower that albedo easily then. Oh, what's happened here? Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. Get a bit of warmth, my friend. There you go. So all those elements changing after a while, they do make a difference. Again, what's going on with 1c over here? So this one is actually froze as well. So again, lower that albedo to get a bit of warmth back. There you go. This one's really... Well, 1D is too hot. So the closer ones are too hot. The ones further out... Or the closer ones are too cold. The ones closer are further hot. You really do have to run your simulations to really get the planets where they need to be. So hopefully that'll give it the kick it needs. And then again, already you can see just a few little subtle changes you have to make just to really get it where you want it. So hopefully that'll cool down to a more manageable temperature. Hopefully not too cold though. Hopefully not too cold. So how's 1B doing now? So back it to 50. See, look at the subtle changes make such a huge difference. Especially when you're this close to stars. Again, I'm going to lower that, increase that a bit more. 0.69. 1C, how are we doing here? 20 degrees. I mean, that's a lot better. I'm not sure why it's appearing froze. It is 40 degrees as an average, so yeah, not sure why that's appearing the way it is. Very bizarre. I can keep melting into fear, can't I guess, but yeah, okay, so how's 1D doing? Okay, so that's 33. F, 44 degrees. The F one's really warm, isn't it? But this is the one that was being a little mysterious with its stats. Again, it's still strange. I have no idea why. I mean, it is warmer now. The tropical swamp, the thick atmosphere swamp world. Give it a little more albedo, I guess. Just very subtly increase. 1G. How are we doing over at 1G? What is going on here? Well, it's very blue. Is that just an atmosphere, isn't it? Oh, lower that down. There you go. That's better. How's it underneath? Still got the oceans, yeah. Okay. It's just the manual atmosphere or the automatic atmosphere. Again, yeah. Fine. Okay. It's got the stat. Decent temperature there. 1H. 2 degrees. Okay. It is on the edge. Probably the least good looking of the bunch. There you go. Get a bit more water than that, I think. Where's its composition? Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, it's got all the bits and bobs you'd expect. A bit more ocean, I think. There you go. That's better. Clouds are very fast, aren't they? Rotational period, I'm going to lower that down though. There we go. Get a bit more speed. There you go. And actually, the surface, I don't think I changed the surface colours on this one, did I? Custom. There you go. Ooh, red. I like the red. The red looks quite interesting, actually. Go red and green. I mean, they effectively plant life, you know, photosynthesis would be different around a red dwarf, so we can go with the. I'm actually going to stick with the red, actually. Interesting look to it. And the liquid colour. What is up with the liquid colour? Ooh, yeah. Well, the deep blue looks quite menacing, actually. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I quite like the deep blue, actually, with the red surface. Ooh, yeah. And the two-tone atmosphere. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to stick with that. I quite like that. Very mysterious. Remember, this is life as we don't know it, effectively, with the red dwarf. So, I know, so... There you go. Alright, so that's looking better. Again, let's go over another save. I'm going to go over the final run here, and hopefully everyone will be in good nick. So, let's see how we do. Come on, game. Don't let us down. There you go. So just get a good few years of run simulation time again, just so the planets can really sort themselves out into the good conditions. I mean, while that's running, effectively, we can have a look here. So that's everyone in their full glory. 80 degrees at 1c. Look at that. Again, way too hot here. It's very, you just have to make very subtle changes just to get them right. 0.61. 53 at 1b. So 1b is a little warmer again. Again, I'm going to give it a little more albedo. Just very subtle increases here because they make a big difference. As you can see, look, it's dropping now. 1g, the largest, 13 degrees, yeah. 51 here, cooling down. 100, so still getting hotter. Why? So let's give it a bit more of a boot then. 1c being a bit troublesome. 1f, 35. 1d, minus 29. Minus 29. Just with a bit of runtime. Lower that albedo down then. And then 1f at the end. 11 degrees. Yeah, there you go. So that's warming up again. Yeah, okay. 1f. It's a lot of maintenance, isn't it? To get them really... And so they're all in different orbits, so you can't use the same technique over and over. Because it doesn't work. You have to be different. You have to treat everyone individually here, so... I don't know, why am I decreasing? Increase. There you go. Ooh. I like how it's all suddenly frozen, despite being... Look at the massive... I only made a few subtle changes. Look at the difference it makes. It's absolutely bonkers. There you go. 1b. 51 degrees. Again, so still a little warmer. So again, I'm going to give it just another, just subtle, very subtle change. Put it up to just 0.1 increase. 1G's got 0 albedo now. What is going on? I don't know, but whatever it does, it works. 1b. 48, so still increasing. This still just needs that little bit more to it. I'm going to maybe do 2.2 here. So I'm going to go to 0.74. 1c. Again, it's still just sitting in that hotter region, isn't it? 0.74. 1f. 0.28 right now. That one is at 34. Okay, fine. 1d. 10 degrees. Fine. And 11. And there you go. I'm hoping that is your final set, really. Oh, it's still just... the two inner ones are very, very tedious. 0.75 and you... 0.75. Both on 0.75. Maybe the magical number. There you go. For both of them, surprisingly. And it's still frozen though, which doesn't make sense. So, if we come out of it now, put the orbits on, there you go. That is pretty much my completed product for it, despite them being froze. I mean, we can pause in time now, because if you ask me, you know, the temperature's right, it's not going down or up drastically. That is pretty much the final look at it. I mean, look, that one's come out. You know, still hot. That's how it was going to be anyway. You know, because if you look at the region here, you want to stay in the land area. And obviously the warmer areas are near the oceans. 1c over here. This one is being very strange. It's 52 degrees at the equator, but it's frozen. So, game, you're not wrong. You're wrong. I'm calling the game as wrong in this one. I'm going to melt that. Again, it's been very strange. I want it to look more like that. Please, stop it. There you go. That's what I want. So more like that. That's what you want. That's how it should be. Better. Atmosphere has disappeared for some reason. Add that back. Where's my clouds? Add my clouds back. See, there you go. Right. That's how it should look. Yeah. There you go. And then we've got the stats. Exactly. That's more like it. Got some stats going on there. Obviously not the perfect product, but yeah, Red Dwarf Star is a weird one as well, despite these planets being very, very strange with their competitions and stuff. You know, we had one with really high stats earlier, so very strange. There you go. It says 1C in its finished state. Again, 1B. How are we looking at 1B? Where's his clouds gone? See, it's annoying. I don't like how the game simulates it for you. I like to have that all manual control. That's how he should look. That's Bella. 1C. City lights are always... There you go, that's more like it. So that's 1C done. And you got 1D over here. Always on. There you go. So that one's fine. So that one stayed fine. 1F again. See, the outer ones were yeah, a lot better behaved. So the city lights are enabled. This has been a very strange appearance at the moment. 1F, and you've got 1G over here. Again, same principle with you. And it's still looking good. That one always. Yeah, these ones are a bit of a weird set to colonize, I have to say. And then 1H over here, 11 degrees of you as well. You've got to be so precise with the albedo because of the red dwarf. You know, because that habitable zone is such a big difference from a few kilometers or a few extra albedo make all the difference. You know, you go over the albedo just a tad too much and you are gonna mess it up. So yeah, in between takes here, there was a few mistakes. I had to cleanse those and fix them. So there we go. Infrared efficiency, yeah. So how are we doing here? So yeah, that's fine. How are the stats on that one? So again, it's a little troublesome, isn't it? I don't fully understand. You know, that does have left. That's but the one that had like similar Earth mass and radius and temperature was right. Had water. That one I do not know why its stats were not very high. I have to say, oh, a bit of an eclipse there. That's cool. 11 degrees, and there you go. So that one is also done. Put the city lights on as well. Nice. Very hidden behind those clouds, but there you go. So it's a good looking world, and there you are. So that is my TRAPPIST-1 system attempt of colonizing the entire system. So what do you guys think of that? I think it's quite an interesting lineup. You know, everyone's different in their own way with the appearance. There you go. The 1b one is a very strange, but that's that thicker Venus-esque one. So there you go. So you got the tropical savanna kind of world at 1b. You got 1c, a little more down to earth, you know, earthy conditions. Got 1f here. That's the swamp world, thicker green atmosphere here. 1d again. More of an Earth analog. Got this one over here with the mysterious like deep blue oceans and the red surface, the two-tone atmosphere as well. Pretty cool. And then lastly, this one over here, again, that two-tone atmosphere, make it look a little more mysterious. Very cool. So there you go. I hope you guys like the lineup. What do you think of that? Yeah, I quite like it. I have to say, quite a nice lineup. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that this video. And yeah, if you did, press that like button. Let's help us go for 100 likes on today's video as well, guys. Subscribe for more, helps in journey to 50,000 subscribers. And with that all said and done, everybody, make sure you have a great day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.